All right, I've been getting a fair amount of questions on this. That's what I'm trying to do with this video, is to be able to kind of answer some of the questions that I saw come through. A lot of them have to do with like what the GT3 is like versus what the GT4 RS is like to drive. And I actually recently had, and I love to do this, so if you're ever in San Antonio, feel free, give me a call or whatever. You're more than welcome to come and drive the GT4 RS or GT3. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. So we'll just have to stay together primarily so that you don't take the car and head off to Mexico or wherever cars go when they get stolen. But my wife's nephew was in town, and he's a big car guy, loves to sim race, younger guy. And we went out to dinner, and he drove the GT4 RS on the way there and the GT3 on the way back. But he was able to drive them both, and he just said they're so different. And I couldn't agree more. They're very, very different. The GT3 is so much fun to drive just because it's manual transmission, and it's the 911, so it just has a different presence and a different feel when you drive it, as well as a different weight that you can actually feel. I also think that the rear steering on that helps a lot, so it makes it feel a lot more nimble, but that takes some getting used to for sure. The GT4 RS is an experience. I've owned and driven lots of cars. I've driven Lamborghinis and McLarens and other Porsches and Ferrari, and even the Senna. The Senna was a unique experience to drive just simply because it looked so batshit crazy. But the GT4 RS by far is my favorite car to drive because it just feels so engaging. It feels like it envelops you. It feels the weight is perfect, or at least super balanced for someone like me that I like that style of driving. The sound is euphoric, and those shifts are, I could spend hours and days talking about the shifts, but they are so crisp and clean. So if I could only choose one, I'd choose the GT4 RS. I think it just, there's something incredibly, incredibly special about that car. Nothing like I've driven before. I would imagine like the Carrera GT is similar or something in that world, but still, I think it's about as good of a driving experience that I know it's the best driving experience that I've had. It's probably about as good as it gets. Any other GT4 RS owners, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what your experience is like, or if there's a car that you've driven that I haven't, that gives you those same type of vibes. So anyway, it's pretty amazing. It's a pretty amazing car. I think my dog just threw up behind me, so there's that.